6 the Eagle. Ready. Ready. 79 Bronco. Panther 6. Check go.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
No loss, we be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust, big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The jet sweep, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Christmas Eve here in 2022, a big slate today of Saturday games, but we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles, and then finally the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's pulled out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's got room at the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Vikings in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Cook again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Receiver. Gun.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So call off the pick-6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good. Gun.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and your win column will result.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a run.
But I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Barkley. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 25 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They run it again with Cook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here's Madison running left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Barkley, inside handoff. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Andrew Booth in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Cook up the gut. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Cook. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. 87 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle, it's Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones to Barkley on the check down. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Jones now, throwing on 3rd and long. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to Rager. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who at the halftime. And now leaving here, know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry.
So for Minnesota, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.